Okay, so here we are with another Rescue 101 episode. This is through my Tia Talk podcast. And I believe this would be, well, again, depending on where you listen to it, could be part 8 or 9 for somebody. But in the scope of that, I'm calling this 8B because it does kind of attach to the former episode that I did. So we're on adoption guidelines still. Okay. And I wanted to take this separate episode to talk about the thing that causes the most problems with our adoption applications, the most um, kickback. And that is adopting out into a home that has existing pets. Okay, let's get into this mess because it's going to be one. And I'm going to get feedback on this, but you know what? I'm used to it. So, a lot depends on this one. Okay? First of all, let's talk about, for the purpose of this, let's talk about dogs. You're adopting out dogs. Okay? Um, I would say we get the most arguments from people that have cats and they want one of our dogs. We tend to kind of group cats and small dogs into the same category, but maybe for the purpose of this, we're just going to talk about cats. Cats aren't dogs, people. Okay? And dogs know that. I don't care what you say. Dogs know that. Cats know that. Okay? Um, with the type of dog that you're adopting out, I think it depends a lot if you're going to follow through with these type of adoptions. Okay? For our purpose, we deal with large breeds. Okay? Not just pit bulls, but we have other types of dogs too, but large breeds. Even talk about hound dogs. Okay? Hound dogs are very dog friendly, but they don't see cats that way all the time. So here's what we run into. We will get an application for someone, let's say in New York. No, let's say California, because that's where I'm from originally. And they want to adopt one of our pit bulls, and they have cats. And we say, well, this dog, we don't know if it's going to like your cats or not. Well, can't you cat test it? Okay. In our opinion, cat testing is not just walking a dog up to a cat for a few minutes and the dog not reacting, and we go, oh, everything's great. Yeah, that doesn't fly with us. You know, when I lived in California, I did have cats in my house loose. So I was able to properly cat test dogs, meaning have the cats jump off the kitchen counters, have cats run across the floor and see if the dog chased them, have a cat jump up on the bed when the dog was there. That's the true form of cat testing. Because cats do some supernatural things. Okay, they do. Have a cat walking up to a dog's food bowl or the water bowl while the dog's eating or drinking. Because that's what's going to happen in real life. We don't have that luxury anymore. Okay, we don't have anybody right now that lives with a bunch of cats or a cat that we can bring a dog into the home and let it live with it for a while to see how it does. We'll tell the adopter, well, sure, we let our dog see some cats in our catteries and didn't really have a reaction, but that's not good enough. Well, just send the dog anyways. Okay, $1 million question. You want us to drive all the way to California, spend our money, drop the dog off, and then what? We get halfway home, we get a call that our dog is chasing your cat or our dog has killed your cat. Then what? And 9 times out of 10, they'll say, "Oh, you just don't want to get your dog a home. You just don't want it to be in a home with a cat." I'm like, wait, why are we caring more about your cat than you are? Because that's what we're doing here. We're caring about your cat. Your cat ain't going to hurt our dog. So the same goes with like if you have a small dog and you want one of our big dogs. Same thing. Okay, we can't guarantee that one of our large dogs is not going to hurt or kill your cat or little dog. I mean, we can't. Um, so this topic is a tough one because I'm not saying that it would not work out. We do have employees that have managed to, like, if they have like a personal cat and their personal dogs and they get along great. But you know what? If something happens, that's on them. Because I guarantee you that adopter that says, no, 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 no. I'll do it slowly. I'll do slow introductions. If it doesn't work out, I'll let you know. They will be the first to throw your name all over social media if your dog kills their cat. I'm telling you right now. So what do you do? Hey, you know what? Unfortunately, we have to deny them most of the time because we don't want to take that chance. Now, have we done it? Yes. We got lucky because we had some adopters that were able to prove to us that they really, really do understand dog behavior, cat behavior, that they would take it slow, that they would try it out. They would crate the dog, do slow introductions, never leave the dog alone with the cat when they're at work or little dog. So we have done some successfully. I wish I had time to tell you this really long story about an adoption that we kind of were a part of, and the dog ended up killing their senior cat, and the hell we had to go through to get our dog back. It was a horrific, horrific thing. It actually was all over social media. It turned into a big, huge war between us and the rescue that we gave that dog to. And then they inadvertently adopted the dog out to a home with cats. Now, that being said, the dog was a young dog, like an older puppy. So I'm like, okay, I probably would have done it too. But the issue became when the dog killed the adopter's cat. That rescue did not want to take the dog back, and they actually told their adopters to have the dog euthanized. Our dog, originally our dog. We had to drive in the middle of a snowstorm all the way across the country to Oregon, Washington, to pick up a dog that was not ours anymore. But because we felt the responsibility that originally this dog had come from our rescue, that we were going to go get it. And the adopters were being so nice about it, but they were distraught because it was an old cat that they loved. So that's why we're like, we tend not to do it. It's hard enough adopting out a dog into a home that has an existing dog. You guys have to understand something. Let's put it in human form. If I were to say to you, okay, you need a place to live, you, the human who's watching this video, you need a place to live, right? Okay, I'm going to move you into this person's house who needs a roommate, and you're just going to get along. Or better yet, you who's looking for a husband. I found the guy. You're going to have to trust me. Pack your bags, you're moving in, and you're going to make it work out. Let me know how that works out for you. And we're putting this pressure on a dog that has to get along with the adopter's dog, has to get along with their cats and their kids and everything else. That's a lot of pressure. So I am going to plead the fifth on this one. Y'all do what you want to do. We tend to stay away from those adoptions because we don't want to take a chance, but we have been successful with a few. Okay. And the adopters had to really, really prove to us they knew what they were doing, and were able to. Go ahead. Throw darts at me. Throw tomatoes at me. I don't care. That's just my opinion. Okay. Well, I think we got a couple more of these Rescue 101s, and then we'll be done. So we will catch you on the next one. Until we meet again.